I'm Ward 6 Councilmember Charles Allen.
I'm at-large Councilmember Robert White.
And I'm Oliver. I'm a Ward 6 DC resident.
We're excited to share with you a little bit of information about some exciting legislation that Councilor Robert White and I have introduced here at the council. Oliver reached out to us earlier this year, really trying to identify a very core and key need in our schools to help keep kids safe. Reached out to our Ward 6 Board of Education member, Brandon Best, and together between the Board of Education and the council, we've come up with an idea and a solution that we think is going to help keep our kids safe.
I'm excited about this bill. It gives training to every single school, not just DCPS, but every single school on how to handle epilepsies and seizures. It gives an individualized care plan for any student that has seizure or seizure disorders. And very importantly for the lawyers out there, it removes the threat of liability for acting in these important circumstances.
Oliver, what do you think passing this type of legislation can mean for other students, for other families in DC?
I think that students and I guess families as well will be able to feel more safe and confident in the school system and the way that they deal with seizures. And I know that when I was younger, my first seizures were in school, and for months I had absent seizures, and the teacher would never pick it up, and then
They just didn't know what to do.
yeah,
Right.
and they just didn't notice. They're like,
Right.
understand that I was having a seizure, and I guess that I think that if my teacher had realized sooner that I was having seizures, I think I would have been able to get the help faster, and I think that I don't want any other student or family to go through that.
Perfect.
So people have problems every day, but every day council members and state board of education representatives don't get contacted to say, hey, I think there's something the government can do about this. What motivated you to reach out to elected officials on this issue?
Well, I was at an Epilepsy Foundation event, and I was just there to, I don't know, I guess learn more about epilepsy, because considering I have epilepsy, you'd think I would know more, but I didn't really know much. So when I was there, I learned a lot, and I also experienced I was able to experience for the first time what it looked like for someone to have a seizure. And I was scared at first because I didn't know what to do, but then I realized I was surrounded by kids with epilepsy and people who were trained to recognize and respond, and I guess I just felt a lot more safe. And once I realized that DC didn't have this put in place, the seizure response training, I guess it just made me feel like I wanted all the other kids to feel safe in schools and not just at events.
That's great.
Yeah.
So we, as someone who has never had seizures, and I don't have anyone in my family who does, what's one thing you wish other people knew about seizure disorders?
Well, I guess that people with epilepsy are just normal humans normal people, and they have seizures, yes, but it's not like their entire personality. It's not their entire, you shouldn't treat them differently just because they have seizures, right? Some people think that it's a mental health issue when it's really not. It's a medical, and yeah.
Appreciate it. You have any more questions, Councilmember Allen?
Well, I'm excited for us to be able to get this bill passed, right? I think it's going to make a big difference for families like yours, for kids just like you, all throughout our schools. We've already heard some really great feedback from other families that feel, I think, seen and heard, maybe they hadn't before, and so they're really excited about this legislation. So your advocacy, bringing it to us, is what's helping us be able to make the change that we want. So we're really excited about that. I was really excited when Councilmember White teamed up with us so that we could move this forward, and appreciate your work.
Absolutely. I'm excited about it. So Chairman Mendelson has agreed to have a hearing on this bill. That's the next step in getting it passed into law. So I think we are on our way.
Exactly. So stay tuned, and we'll have a hearing notice and information about that come up soon when we get it. But we're looking forward to continue the conversation. Ultimately, get this passed to the council and make this a reality for every school in DC.